Good morning. I just knocked out 4 miles and feeling pretty good. Turned in our first couple of days of steps counts this morning, so we'll see how this goes. Anyway, today is kind of a church day, so I'll pay attention to things at the church. I've already handled a couple of emails and some different stuff, but the big thing to do today is go record the music for Sunday so that Sharon can start editing and getting that stuff prepared and get my message done. Make sure I get all my schoolwork turned in. I forgot something for my Greek class, which is I have to memorize the Lord's Prayer or the model prayer in Greek. So I need to get that and start practicing. I have a really bad habit of remembering stuff long enough for the test. And one of my goals was to, when we memorized John 3:16, was to try and practice that on a daily basis. And I could probably still do it if I really thought about it, but it would not be smooth and good. So I'm already thinking for this summer, not taking any classes this summer, just trying to get caught up with church stuff and kind of get my feet back under me after this stressful time during the COVID crisis. But then when I go back, I'm probably just going to take one class. So anyway, just some things to be going over. Let's see, what else? Nothing else really to talk about right now.
Titanium suit, and I kept grabbing his sword, and I'm grabbing it and yanking it.
Yeah.
And then finally I yanked it out of his hand, and then I threw it back, and then I cut his head. But I didn't actually cut his head.
Well, of course not.
I just won. Like, we each have 3 lives. He once got me to 1 life, but then I killed him.
We're heading to the church to record, but we're going to drop off the propane tank, get filled. Y'all are ready to go, so just when you're done practicing, go.
Did you hear that, Kaylin? So we'll do it once through and then we'll switch sides.
Okay.
Hello there. So you noticed that I didn't do a video yesterday. So I showed what I recorded yesterday morning, but after that, I just didn't record anything else. I was pretty busy getting everything recorded for Sunday. We were at the church for several hours getting the music recorded, and then in the afternoon I spent time studying and calling a few pastors, and just did not record. And next thing I know, it was 10 o'clock at night and too late to make a video. So here I am today, and we are going to be getting this video done today. My plan today is still have to do the memorization video for the Lord's Prayer and a little vocabulary quiz, but those two shouldn't take too awfully long. Respond to some discussion board stuff, and then Greek is done. But then I want to really work on the message for tomorrow and get all that ready. Sharon's going to be busy editing all those videos and getting the songs ready to go and making plans. So all right, I'm jumping on the treadmill now for about 3 miles, and we'll see you later. Hey church, it's me again. I'm here at the office getting some final things done and prepared for tomorrow. Try and walk back to the house before it starts raining on me. But I wanted to share with you a couple of thoughts that I'm not going to mention in the sermon tomorrow, but I thought were interesting little tidbits. As you know, we're in Mark chapter 1, and the section we're going to look at tomorrow is 29 through the end of the chapter of chapter 1, so it'll be like 44. Anyway, the idea of the sermon tomorrow is going to be about ministry and all that kind of stuff. But there's an interesting section here that I chose not to include in the message just because it didn't fit with the theme that I was going with, and it would take a little bit more time to deal with. But in verse 35, it says, "In the early morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up and left the house and went away to a secluded place and was praying there. Simon and his companions searched for him. They found him and said to him, 'Everyone is looking for you.' And he said to them, 'Let us go somewhere else to the towns nearby, so that I may preach there also. For that is what I came for.'" And so when you know the context here, Jesus had been healing in the area of Capernaum, and he leaves out of the synagogue and he goes into Simon's house, and his mother-in-law was there. And Jesus is busy. He's doing a lot of good stuff. He's healing and he's doing all these different types of things. But after spending some time in prayer, Jesus says, "Boys, it's time to go. We got to move on. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing." And I think there is a lesson there about comfort zones, and there's a lesson there about listening to the Holy Spirit. I've talked to several pastors who find it comfortable, find a comfort zone, and they just kind of to go there. And in order for God to move them or to change something or to do something different in their ministry, he has to make them uncomfortable there so that they'll start to seek him, so that he can tell them, "I need you to go somewhere else. I need your ministry to shift to this." And that's just a very, very very interesting passage based on where we find ourselves right now. The coronavirus, the government restrictions, whatever it may be, God has made Americans uncomfortable. What is he trying to get our attention for? What is he trying to get your attention to focus on? I think everybody is struggling with this idea that I want to get back to my comfort zone. We call it normal. We want to get back to normal. What we're saying is we want to get back to our comfort zone. We want to get back to how we had it nice and warm and cozy, and we didn't want to change anything. And we're tired of this change and we want to go back. God might be saying it's time for a change in our lifestyles, in our way of being. Interesting thoughts. So keep that in mind as you're praying and studying. Hopefully you have been taken out of your comfort zone. I pray that you're uncomfortable, and I pray that you don't like this, so that you'll seek the face of God and find out what he wants you to be doing. So I got my Greek stuff done, and it looks like it's going to rain, so I'm going to walk back home and work on sermon stuff at home. But I did take about 5 minutes and check on this computer here, and it is installing right now. I'm waiting for it to just finalize the installation, and then I'll walk home. So I didn't beat the rain. Guess I'll have to wait here till after this cloud passes and then make a dash for it. Got it working. So I made it home after the storm passed a little bit. I got that iMac working, and now I've spent a little bit of time working on a few other things, goofing off a little bit. But I think we're ready for tomorrow. Sharon got all the video stuff edited and ready to go. Now the boys are taking a bath, and I am signing off so I can make a video for today and yesterday. I'll see you guys tomorrow.